Alright everyone, so we have not filmed all week, primarily because this week has been very, very boring. So I decided to talk about my severe acute bronchitis and moderate flu and severe diarrhea and the bad UTI recovery. I have had a really awful few months, in particularly spinal cord injury wise and all my other medical crap that decides to show up. So December and January were one of those few months that I had many issues. If you don't remember, in a podcast really early in December when we were doing our festive episodes, I said I don't get sick in December and I hardly have any issues in December. I've been able to go through the entire December month with relatively zero to no issues. And that didn't happen. I think I fully jinxed myself. I made it so close to the end of December. Until on December 26th, I got a pressure sore on my foot. And pressure sores have thankfully fully not been a reoccurring issue for me. To get one in December was sort of bumming, because I've been having more issues with pressure sores as I've been losing weight. Whenever I lose any amount of weight, they just come back super quickly, because I don't have a lot of fat on my feet. They're just very bony. On that day, I didn't even really fully know if it was a pressure sore. I just started experiencing nerve pain and all these other issues. So I was like, I wonder if this is a pressure sore. And then the next day or a few days later, I was like, oh yeah, that was a pressure sore on the 26th. Within 3 days into the pressure sore on the 29th, I got a sore throat, and I was like, that's weird. There's no way I am sick
2 days before December ends.
Okay, this is a fluke. I thought for the first few hours of the day it was a fluke. Found out at 1 p.m. that day, this isn't a fluke. And we heard about the flu going around, and all my symptoms were matching with the flu. So I was like, no way do I have the moderate flu 48 hours before December ends. I did. I had the moderate flu 48 hours before December ended. It didn't happen in the very beginning of December, December 1st, I still would have called that unlucky. The two issues that I've had now, the pressure sore and the moderate flu, all happened within a 5 or 4 days maximum before the year ended. And so I thought I would be done. 48 hours left of December. No way am I going to have even more issues. There's only 48 hours. I was wrong. On the first day of the flu, which was December 30th, Luce's Instagram account gets banned. The account that she's almost been having for 2 years, and it never got banned until that day. And then, on December 31st, I have what feels like my worst hypoglycemic/diabetic low I've had in a very long time. This low was awful. I was going to the restroom to do an IC that morning, and Matthew laid me down to do my IC, done the IC, everything, and he sat me back up. My hands were shaking, I was sweating, and I was like, Matthew, you cannot put me back in my chair. If I sit up any longer, I'm going to pass out. So what we had to do from there was get me from the seated position he now put me in, lie me on the bathroom floor, put his hand or my arm over my eyes, and then I just fainted. I woke up a minute later, and I was like, what? I didn't really know I had fainted, so I was like, okay, just put me back in my chair. And now I realize, oh my god, I fainted. And this was kind of characterized with the flu because of the fact that I wasn't eating normally because of the flu. It made me have just so much lack of appetite, I hardly ate. And so I had a severe hypoglycemic/diabetic low, and I had fainted. And then, the day after that, January 1st, I concocted severe acute bronchitis. What? Basically, in the last 6 days, from the 26th to January 1st, New Year, I had a pressure sore, I had the moderate flu, an account got banned, and I had severe acute bronchitis, and I had a severe hypoglycemic low. How do I have 5 issues in 6 days? I remember updating on January 3rd that I was like, oh yeah, I have severe acute bronchitis, but then we realized that all those horrible deep cough, phlegm coughs things were happening on January 1st, so that is the date I believe I now concocted severe acute bronchitis. And if you look at me, do I look in the shape to tackle that? No. And on the same day, another one of our Instagram account got banned on New Year's Day. I was just going through it. Because previously, before the new year, I had gotten a pressure sore, which recovered on the 31st. Then, between that pressure sore, I got the moderate flu. The day after I got the moderate flu, Luce's Instagram account got banned. The day after Luce's Instagram account got banned, and 2 days after I got the moderate flu, on the day that the pressure sore recovered, I had a severe diabetic low, and I fainted. The day after I fainted, and had a severe hypoglycemic low, I get severe acute bronchitis. And Instagram account gets banned. How do I have a pressure sore, the moderate flu, 2 accounts get banned, and I get severe acute bronchitis and a horrible diabetic low in 5-7 days? That's a week. And I thought it was done. No. So January 17th was another day I had an issue. Keep in mind, I still have severe acute bronchitis and the moderate flu in my system. Still, I start experiencing symptoms of a UTI. So that UTI presents nausea, sweating, constipation, chills, autonomic dysreflexia, overheating episodes. I had more than 5. That lasts from till the 25th, so 8 days. The day I recover from a UTI, an entire snowstorm hits and I get severe diarrhea through my ostomy bag in the ER. What? The last day of my ER stay, I had severe diarrhea through my ostomy bag. I have a colostomy, a sigmoid colostomy done in March 9th, 2025, and I have never had diarrhea through my bag. And the only day it chooses to have diarrhea through my bag is the same day that the December issue started. I think on that day it had been a month since the issue started and I had severe diarrhea. So just to have severe diarrhea pouring out of my ostomy bag, not a fun way to spend the last day of the ER trip. And I had to call Matthew, and I was like, yeah, just so you know, I'm having severe diarrhea through my bag. And it was, there's a blurred image, disgusting. Had to change my entire system. I didn't have a leak, but I wanted to make sure everything was okay, because I have a white shirt on. No. So I had a pressure sore on the 26th. It took until the 29th or 30th to recover. I got the moderate flu on December 29th. On December 30th, Luce's account got banned. On the 31st, I got a severe diabetic low, which caused me to fall to the ground, basically, and faint. On the day after the severe diabetic low, I had severe acute bronchitis on New Year's Day. On the 17th, only a few weeks into January, still battling severe acute bronchitis and the moderate flu, I get a severe, pretty bad UTI, almost leveling to the October one, which caused me to throw up. I had constipation through my bag at this point. I had that UTI for 8 days. A few days before I recovered, there was a severe snowstorm that hit our area. And then I had severe diarrhea the day before I came home. On the 26th, I had a pressure sore. On the 29th, I got the moderate flu. On the 30th, Luce's Instagram account got banned. On the 31st, I had a severe hypoglycemic low or diabetic low, which caused me to faint. On the same day of December 31st, an account got banned. January 1st, I had severe acute bronchitis, and then another account got banned on the exact same day. So 3 accounts banned in 3 days. On January 17th, I got a bad UTI. A few days before I recovered from the UTI, there was a horrible snowstorm. Then on the 25th, I got severe diarrhea through my bag and had to go to the ER a few days prior. I can't even sum it all up. I'm being honest. There was more than over 12 issues in a month. I'm battling my colostomy bag where there's diarrhea, issues the next. Oh, there's constipation again. Oh, you blocked up. Oh, you gassy. Oh my god. So basically for over a month, I had severe acute bronchitis and moderate flu. I finally recovered, I think, a day or 2 ago. I had the moderate flu for, I think, about 2 weeks. I had severe acute bronchitis for 39 days. I almost had it for 40 days. In the time I had a 39-day sickness, I had to get a UTI, I had stoma bag issues, there had to be 3 winter storms, I had to go to the ER, 3 Instagram account got banned, I had a severe hypoglycemic low. December and January have been absolute months. I will leave it at that. It's been a lot these past 2 months, and I'm so happy to be in February, and thankfully, right now, it's going pretty good for me. Haven't really had too many issues. Basically, I've had a pressure sore, 3 winter storms have occurred, 3 Instagram account got banned, I have fainted, I have had severe hypoglycemic lows, I have overheated, I've had UTIs, I went to the ER, I had diarrhea through my bag, I've had constipation through my bag, in 39 days. And to still be sick through all of that? thank you all so much for watching this weekly vlog. I figured I'd just share my past few months from hell.
Yeah.
So thank you all so much for watching this weekly vlog, and we will see you next week. Bye.